You said it was hotter your second deployment.
Yeah.
So were you guys getting hit on the fob too,
Oh yeah. I
all the
mean,
time,
once we got there, I mean, it was damn near every night.
every
We
night?
would call it tick 30. Fucking every night, right when sundown, these dudes would just smash us with small arms, and it would be effective and indirect. It would land, it'd be in our, coming through our tents, small arm with PCAM rounds, and then indirect fire as well. Uh, Landing in our fob and just right out of it. Fucking one fucking blew up our kitchen, damn near killed a dude. He was in there, lucky he dove into our little med center was attached to our kitchen, so he ended up luckily diving into that. Uh, got some frag in his back, but he came out unscathed. But that happened on a nightly basis. I mean, at first, dudes were not expecting that. I mean, tensions were high. We were like at night going to bed. You know, we're relaxed. Our shit's ready to go, but you know, we weren't expecting that. It took some time to fucking get used to, and then before you know it, dudes were in their racks with like full cami, full kit, just ready to go because we knew it was coming.
Yeah.
Just every night would just be the same fucking thing.
Shit, man. So what was your op tempo like this deployment compared to
More, we were going on a daily basis on this one.
every day you're going out, and are we doing foot patrols? Or
We're doing foot patrols to local villages, maybe further north, a little bit south. Presence increasing that green zone because we only go so far because we didn't do any type of flyaways. It was all because VSO we needed to stay local. Did a lot of ones the village near us, but it seemed like every time we went out we were getting into a tick.
Wow.
Every single time.
So you're going out every day, you're getting in a gunfight outside of your fob, then you come home, or maybe this had already happened, and then you got to deal with the base getting hit. So, I mean, that's...
Yeah, it honestly was like that. I would say all the way up until December, it kind of died down a little bit because it got cold. So we were kind of expecting that. But it's even still, like they still would every time the base attacks would lighten up, but every time we went out the door, those would be the same.
Wow.
They knew where the fuck we were going. They could see us before we were coming. That was just hard for us because we didn't do any night ops. It was all bright, middle of the day. They knew we were going there to fucking meet key leaders, shake hands and establish rapport and just hold up security. We weren't necessarily targeting individuals. We did it a few times. I ran intel, so we ended up going on missions purely driven off the intel that was found via myself, sources, and my other teammate. We were partners together in it. So we would gather our own intel and target that way.
Wow.
And then other missions we would get from higher as well. And we got creative with it.
That deployment, what you said, was roughly 10 months, 9 to 10 months?
It was about, it was about 8.
How many engagements would you say you and or your team were part of in that 8 months? Do you have any idea?
I don't. I mean, I lost count. It was that many. I mean, I don't know a hard number.
Yeah.
It was a lot. I would say pushing 100.
Yeah. I mean,
with all the ops, fob attacks, and even just going out the door, like damn near right around the corner, next village up, or even our own village.
I mean, just a 6-month deployment alone is 180 days. And if you guys were taking fire and getting into ticks almost every day, and you did longer than 6 months, just to put that in perspective for you, because most guys don't think about this, that's 180 fucking engagements.
Yeah,
that's a lot of engagements.
At the time, I didn't even look at it like that because you don't pay attention to it.
Yeah.
You know,
you're ready for the next one.
Yeah, ready for the next one, and then before you know it, you know, I think the leadership did keep track of it, but guys didn't really focus on it. But it was a lot. I mean, it felt like you said, it felt like every damn night. And the beginning it was. They wanted to fucking try something.
You've never thought about that until just now. So what's that sound like to you when I put that in perspective and I say, You took part in over 180 fucking engagements in less than in 8 months.
A disbelief.
Yeah, that's a lot of fucking
Yeah.
combat.
I've never really thought of it like that. You know, because at the time you're just doing the job. You're doing your job, and you're not thinking of it as a tick, like a check in the box. Like, oh, I got 1, 2, 3. That's how many ticks I got.
Yeah.
You know.
What range are you guys fighting at? Is it always different? Is it up close and personal, or are they
Throughout that
1,000 meters
deployment,
away?
it was everything
Everything in
between.
Do you guys have air support?
We had some air support occasionally with little birds, and sometimes we had some F-18s, fast movers who would come in.
Nice.
But mainly just the helo support. That was like the only platform that would really be available even to come in to help us out. So, but not often, not every time.
So you're really out there hanging out there.
Yeah, it was just us.
Yeah.
It was really just us. We had some Army guys attached to us, a little Army unit that we utilized for fob security and some other support. So it was really just us doing our thing out there. It was a blessing in disguise, I think. I mean, we got so much out of it, and I don't think we would have the experience we had if we were anywhere else. I wouldn't have that deployment if I went to CAF or anything like that. I mean, really, truly, it was just us. That was our deployment. We were in fully control over it, and definitely learned a lot and had a shit ton of experiences.